On YouTube, this is about a chocolate bay, a quick video, as you guys already know. But I'm gonna talk about a little bit regarding Tasha K. I was watching a short live that she did, I believe, Friday, and she was interviewing Brandi Arceneaux. She was on season 5 of Bad Girls Club. I believe Brandi was doing some type of taping regarding Bad Girls Club or something additional. However, Brandi said, according to the video, that people were bullying her. She ended up, you guys, taking a bottle full of pills with chasing it down with liquor and alcohol. And it was so sad when I was watching Tasha K describe it. And the crazy thing is, Tasha tried to reach out to 911. The line was busy. She couldn't get anybody. And she also tried to reach out to the young lady's parents. She called her mom 9 times, and her parents wouldn't do anything. They wouldn't do anything. It's just sad. I couldn't imagine someone being in that type of state of mind or hurt or going through something like that when they're attempting to take their own life and your own family won't even do anything, or they don't even care. But anyway, Tasha K made a quick video. She made 2. Where the first one she was just talking about, she seemed frantic, like she didn't know what to do. She was just trying to find possibly her winos in California, if they could call 911 to make sure the girl didn't kill herself or commit suicide. And I think Tasha K did a great justice regarding that thing. Well, regarding calling or making a video. But it's been crazy because I guess with Tasha K and her antics, you never know exactly where she's going, or is it for publicity, or is it a stunt, or is it truly genuine, or are you really trying to help someone? And from watching the video and Tasha K's response, I think she was genuinely trying to help a young lady. With watching Tasha K, she was panicking. She was almost hysterical because, I mean, you have a young lady sitting there that took a bottle of pills and drinking liquor, and you don't want her to take her life. You've tried to call 911, and you can't get anyone. So she made the video, in my opinion, with trying to reach out to other resources so she could get help, the young lady. But it's been, I mean, some people have been very upset about that, saying that Tasha shouldn't have done it. It was for publicity. But watching the video, I don't think it was for publicity. I think she was really trying to help the young lady. And I think a lot of people don't understand with something so sensitive and quick, like regarding suicide, you don't know what other obstacle the young lady could have done or took, or what if she would have had a gun and, Tasha couldn't reach, 911, and she's already attempted to call the parents, the family, and they're not even receptive to what's going on with their own child, their daughter. It's just so crazy. And I don't even know Brandi Arceneaux that well, but from the talks of it, like regarding her family and, looking at other things and reading stuff, I could tell that she's had a troubled past or a troubled lifestyle. Nonetheless, that shouldn't negate the parents with trying to help the daughter seek help. I understand with certain lifestyles, with being a celebrity and certain reality shows, how it's easy to mask pain and stuff with drugs and alcohol, but still at least try to reach out and help your daughter. And even with this type of stuff with suicide and depression, depression has increased tremendously. COVID, people has lost jobs, they're losing homes, they're losing cars. Even me being inside so much, I have to go out at least 10 minutes in the sun and get me some vitamin D, because you don't want that, those feelings to settle in and just get a fresh breath of air. But I think it's just sad, these type of trying times, it's easy for a person to slip into depression, to think about committing suicide. And a short story, when I first moved to Texas out of college, I got this job. It was cool or whatever. I met this young lady. Me and her didn't start off on a good foot, but we eventually, developed a rapport, then became friends. So y'all, after about 2 months of being at this job, me and her was cool, kicking it, and I was home just chilling. And she called me from the hospital. She was like, "Hey, Deshaun, can you come and pick me up?" I'm like, "From where?" She was like, "From the hospital. I tried to take my own life." I was like, wow. And I've never been in that type of position before where a person reaches out to me. I didn't really even know how to take it, but I went to pick her up. We filled her prescription. She stayed at my apartment the whole weekend. I had my mom talk to her, pray with her over the phone. And it was just sad because a lot of people have a lot of issues. She had a lot of past trauma in her childhood from being molested and abused. And she didn't really know how to cope with everything. you know. So she was drinking a lot, and she had attempted to take her life several times. It was just sad her family didn't even really grasp the idea or the situation of, you know, how serious it was. But I mean, I went and picked her up. She stayed by me, and we just talked and just prayed and stuff like that, you know, and watching movies and laughed and just chilled. But she eventually got help and got into counseling. I would talk to her. Like, she wasn't really a religious person. She didn't really believe in God because a lot of stuff that happened to her, she didn't really get it. But she eventually sort of got into spirituality with going to church. And I would tell her, like, I'm not trying to push my beliefs off on you, but this helps me a little bit. You know, maybe if you find some type of Solomon peace in spirituality or God or whatever, maybe that could help you cope better or get help. So, and she did that, and it helped a little bit. Then she did yoga, and she just did a lot of things that she was interested in that would help her cope and get help with what had took place prior. But depression is no joke, y'all. People are committing suicide like crazy. And even with this, with Tasha K, I know she referenced her mom almost committing suicide, seeing her mom slumped over, I believe. I could be mistaken, allegedly in a chair or something like that, or on the bed. So I think, you know, flashbacks and, you know, she was triggered. But suicide, many of us have been affected by seeing loved ones possibly take their life, attempting. Many of us have friends and loved ones that have actually done so and were successful at it. So I mean, it's no delicate issue. Even with me and my grandmother passing, we were extremely close. She helped raise me. Her dying days, I helped take care of my grandmother. I moved out of state to take care of her. So once she passed, it was just hard for me to cope with it. I got depressed, y'all. I was gaining weight, eating like a baby, eating crazy. And I just finally had to deal with a lot of emotional issues regarding that. And I got therapy, and things are cool now. But depression, it's something that's alive and well in our community. And what I dislike about the black community, we refuse to get help. I know prior with my grandmother, you know, people would say certain stuff like, pray about it, go to church. I'm like, well, baby, it ain't helping. It ain't helping. Like, but what I dislike about our community, we refuse to tell our people to go help or seek counseling or seek some type of professional help. And everything cannot be on the back of religion. Like, we have psychiatrists, therapists, counselors that are there for a reason to help us. You know, so I just hate when people in our community won't get help or seek that extra push to better themselves. Because all it could take y'all is a little bit, and it could be a person's life could be over at the drop of a dime. But yeah, we need to, you know, try to instill getting help. Even with me gaining weight, I had to get help. Like, well, why am I eating so much? Emotional issues, you know? So it's not normal for people to just keep continuously eat and gaining weight. So we need to, it could be a lot of psychological trauma from childhood. Well, not with me, because I was, you know, everything was cool, but just psychological things possibly with other people. If it could be physical abuse, mental abuse, sexual abuse that many people have not came to grips with regarding getting help and bettering themselves. And I would tell friends, it's a saying, well, I would tell friends, it's different if I could have a problem, but if I know I have a problem and I don't care or give a damn about it, that's a bigger issue, because you know it's something wrong and you just refuse to get help or do anything about it. You know, and I even will look for friends for free services if they don't have insurance, or seeing perhaps they could get into a program where they could get counseling or therapy, because mental health is very, very important, y'all. It helps a lot of people. Even with me, with my grandmother dying, seeing a therapist, it helped a lot, and I was able to unravel other things as well. You know. So it helped bring to surface a lot of stuff. But yeah, I want to get back to the topic at hand. I think Tasha K did a tremendous job. I know sometimes her antics are a little off, but baby, you know, if she get a little crazy again, you know, I will make another video coming at her. But I'm just saying, I think she did a great job. I think she made a video, she panicked because she saw this young woman attempting to take her life. And in that instance, I would panic too. Like, I would try to get help. You try to reach authorities, you can't. So what do? You just sit there and hang up and just, well, no, I'm good. No, you try to do whatever resources, get whatever resources you can. And she has a huge platform. Why not make a video? I'm sure you have several winos that are in California. So I don't think it was a bad idea. I think it was a brilliant idea. I think with her antics, it's hard to decide for a judge if it was genuine or not, but I believe it was genuine. But comment below, peace.